Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're okay. Right, we're back in Poppyfields, working on our aquatic centre, which doesn't look like an aquatic centre at the moment, but it will do eventually, I promise. So we're working on the otters at the moment. We got their indoor area here looking pretty good now, I think. So I love this big archway area that I created here. I think that's worked out really, really nice indeed. So we're looking at their actual enclosure today. So let's crack on with that. So the first thing I want to do is I do want this to be similar to what I did with the small penguins, but not the same. So what I'm actually going to do on the floor, instead of having the jungle floor, I'm gonna do a mud floor, because otters play around in mud. They make a mess basically. They're messy creatures. So yeah, I don't think they would have lots of greenery on the floor. I think they would have a whole load of mud. So that is what we're going to do. We're just going to cover this floor with a nice layer of mud, and there will be some plants in it, of course. Take it to there. I'll just get that corner covered as well. So let's get these together, and let's get copying this sideways. So I talked about doing some sort of climbing areas in here. So I definitely want to do that. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do that yet, but we'll figure something out. Right, let's just see. I think this should just blend into the slope. So I'm keeping this as a natural slope into the water here. I think that looks nice, like that. So yeah, let's have a think. What do we want this to look like? And what do I want them to be able to climb onto? I like the idea of maybe having a little... Tell you what, let's go in here, let's have a look at potentially building them a little temple or something. I don't know, I like the idea of something like this that they can climb onto. Oh yeah, we've got some nice steps. I don't know if they'll be able to actually use them though, that's the problem. Maybe if I do it sort of in one corner. I might have to get rid of some of these lights. And I might need to change a bit of this fence, potentially, if I do it in a corner. But I kind of like the idea, so I'm going to go with it. So let's have a look. How do these steps work? Right, I need some sort of a floor. That one is... on the grid. Do I want it on the grid? I don't know really. I suppose it really matters too much if it's a gridded piece. The idea is that I just create a little area that they can get onto. Alright, I tell you what, let's get all of that combined, and then let's just get that there. Excuse me. Let's have a think about this. I mean, clearly it's too low. I guess something like that, and then if I bring that out I can create a second set, I think. Right, let's just bring that up, because obviously I need it to be just out of the water. I only want it just above the water line, like that. Let's just test that and see if they can actually get out of the water. Yes, they can. Good. That is very good indeed. Right, let's just come in here. I'm just wondering if I should maybe just swap these around, whether that will work, just to keep the pattern varied. Let's have a look. Unfortunately, you end up with... No, you end up with all the rock in the middle. I'll tell you what I need to do then. I just need to decorate it a bit more. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll get. I'll get a bit of this in the back corner here. Create a bit of a backdrop like that. I'll tell you what I probably need to do actually is I think I need to bring that out and just double that up a bit. Oh, look, we've got an otter checking it out. It's not quite ready for you yet, I'm afraid, Mr. Otter. Okay. Looking good. Right. So we need a bit more decoration. It needs to be a little bit more... oh, let's just see. What's the word I'm looking for? No, I don't need that. That's way too big. It needs to look a little bit more ruined. I'm not sure that I need any more. No. Let's find this. Yeah, bits like this. This is good. And the rubble as well. The rubble looks really nice. As long as I don't get it so it's blocking everything. Okay, maybe, no, that's a bit too big, but I could certainly do... Oh, I keep pushing the wrong button, it's really annoying. Let's get that there, maybe get a pillar in there. There we go, that's looking better. I might get a bit of this kind of down on here. Hang on, let's get rid of this snapping because it's really getting in the way. Because I just want to break this pattern up, because at the moment the pattern is very repetitive over this side. So we just need to break that up a bit like that. Excellent. And then we need some walls. Something like that. We've got a gap, obviously. I need to just sort that out. And then I think what I might do is just... Yeah, I think I'll just create like an edge with this rubble, which I think will work nicely. Let's just try and blend it all in and create like a big pile of rubble like that. Lovely stuff. And let's get a little bit more over here. Right, and then I think the whole thing needs to go up against that back wall there. I'm going to leave these lights for a second and just see what that looks like, because the lights may still shine through and potentially light the thing up a little bit. Yeah, that's okay, isn't it? I think. Actually, let's have a look, because there is... Oh, 6 pieces. No, I don't want 6 pieces. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Right. I'm making things overcomplicated here. Let's get that out. And let's come in here. Let's get the snapping back on, and let's just move this one and this one up, and then we'll bring this one back like so. Okay, so what do we think of this, Mr. Otter? Well, they can get in there. That's great. That is a good start. So what I think I might do is actually put a little bit of bedding up there for them. And I might as well make it a little bed area. Like so. Let's just make sure that that still works. Excellent. Oh, I like that. I think that looks really cool. I mean, it's taken up a fair bit of space, but that's fine. I mean, they've got tons of space, so it's not a problem. And we can see it quite nicely from in here. So I will do some vegetation as well around here. So let's think. I do apologise for my coughing. I'm still quite poorly. What do we want in here? Let's go with our favourite, shall we? Let's get a bit of the creosote bush, I think, in here. I think that will look really nice if I get the right one. Kind of growing in some of this rubble here. And let's get one of these with the flowers. Good stuff. Let's get a bit of this over here. Around this rubble, maybe a little bit at the front here. A little bit at the back. See, it doesn't need a lot. How about, actually, this might look nice. Some of this lovely ivy. Hang on, I think there's a bigger, yeah, there we go. Let's add this ivy onto here. Let's get it coming out the side there. And like that. Excellent stuff. And look at that, we have an otter up there, having a snooze already. Fantastic. Okay, that's looking nice. Now structure-wise, actually, I'll do some more vegetation. I'm just looking at this glass, and I haven't done a bottom to this glass. Let's get that done. I think we all know what I'm going to do, because it's my go-to piece with this sort of thing. I pretty much always use these stones as the base of these glass things, just because it's the most solid looking piece. And it just looks right, basically, with these. So yeah, if something works, there's nothing wrong with reusing it. Right, let's see, where do I want to go in here? We'll just go to about there. Hang on, let's just... Okay, I'll just go all the way like that and just blend it in. That's fine. Excellent. Right, that looks good from inside and out. Lovely stuff. Good. Right, that looks a bit more solid now as well, doesn't it? Which is great. So what else do I want in here? Let's get some rocks, actually, because I haven't really put rocks into either of these habitats. I said I was going to do it with the penguins, and I didn't in the end. Now, do I want anything big like this? Let's get rid of the old snaps. Do I want... So I kind of like the idea of a couple of rocks like this kind of actually poking out the water. I don't know if the animals will actually go on to that, but it kind of looks like they could if they wanted to. So that's fine by me. A couple of rocks. Tell you what, let's see about getting something. I don't know what this is going to look like, but let's try something like this. Let's get something crazy kind of sticking right out the water over here. Nope, that looks terrible. You know me, I like to try things. So yeah, I don't need too much in here, just a few rocks here and there. And then obviously I will do some vegetation around these rocks as well. Lovely stuff. Right, let's get back to our our bushes. And let's see, let's just try and find, yeah, some nice brightly coloured stuff like this. And obviously I know this is not underwater stuff, and that is fine. I can live with it if you can. No, I am going to do some more in here. I'm going to do some right, let's have a look. I'm going to do some of these grasses. I love these things. These are one of those plants that just look good everywhere, whether it's above water, below water, you know, whether it's on sand or mud, they just look good. And then we'll go with some of the slightly deader looking stuff as well. Actually, I could do one or two smaller ones of this as well. Right, let's get a little bit of the smaller version of this one in as well. Lovely stuff. Right, and then on the floor, I don't want to cover up all the mud, but I think some of this looks, I think this looks really good. Something like that. Bring it around there a little bit. Lovely stuff. Right, how are we looking? Do I want any kind of reeds maybe? Again, they just look cool, don't they? Let's just find the right spot for a few of these. A little bit back there. Right, let's just come out and view it from the customer's point of view. I mean, it just looks lovely, doesn't it? I think the otters would love it in there. He's close to going on the rock there. I don't know if he actually will. Oh, they can actually go up on the rock, so that's pretty cool. Right, I'm pretty happy with that water now. There's probably a few enrichment items that will go in there at some point as well. Look, he's up there, look at that. But yeah, the water there is looking really nice now. It looks nice and natural, some good rocks, some rubble, lots of different greenery going on. Yeah, very happy with that. So that's the water side of the habitat, I think, basically done. So then we've got the land side over here. And what do we want to do with this? So we're going to have the path. Let's look at the pathway actually, because this path here is terrible, quite frankly. It just looks so wrong, doesn't it? Let's have a look. What's the width? It must be an 8. So this, hang on, let's keep that at a 4 first, just to get it out of the way of this, obviously the structure on each side, and then we'll bring it round here. And we'll leave a little border along the side of that. Okay, there we go. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? And then we can branch off over this way and kind of bring this down here, have a little border in the middle like that, and this can come right over to here. Something like that. And I don't know where it's going to go. Let's have a look at the zoo. Yeah, see, the path could continue on from here as well, quite easily, I would say. But yeah, so this is going to be exposed. so people can come and stand here and see them. I should probably build them a bit of a shelter because they've not got anywhere, because this is all going to be outdoors. At least the penguins had an indoor bed area, but the otters don't. So they should have some kind of a shelter, I would say. And I think I might build it attached to this wall because this wall is very boring. So I might try and do a little something over here. So look, we've got the Arctic theme going on. So I think an Arctic themed shelter might look good. I think a bit shallower than that, I would say. Okay, let's try and line this up with the wall. Hang on, have I got snapping on? No, no, all good. Yeah, so let's think. Let's take it. Actually, if I take it up to fairly close to this edge here, let's come out and have a look. I quite like that because I think, let's just check. I think the otters should be able to get underneath that if I can click on one, which I can't. There we go. Yeah, they can walk underneath that, so that's really cool. So let's think, if I do, let's have a look at some glass at the end here. Let's see if I can colour that a bit nicer. Not quite on the floor there. Let's experiment with this and see if this is going to work. Just wondering. Okay, how does that look? It all fits together quite nicely. Just trying to create a barrier so that people can't actually reach into them. Let's just see how, if I can get this right to the floor and still have them coming in and out here. It doesn't matter if they could only get in at the far end. That's not a big problem, but it'd be quite cool if they could get in at the front. Look at that. See, they're only small, so they can slide in and out of there quite nicely. Okay, that's nice. Obviously, I need something, you know, some beams at least over here. So let's just have a look at doing that. Hang on, let's get the old snapperoonie on. It's typical, when you want the snapperoonie on, it's not on. When you don't want it on, it's not on. I might have said that wrong. Oh dear, I am still very drugged up, by the way. I'm on so much medication at the moment, it's ridiculous. So if I don't make sense half the time, I apologise, but that's why. Okay, let's get that in there. And then I reckon we probably do need a sort of halfway support beam, like that. And that's going to be it. That's your shelter. It's really simple, but honestly, otters do not need anything fancier than that. So this is then when we get some nice bedding in here as well, like so. And that, obviously, it's bedding, but it's also shelter for them, so which is perfect. Lovely stuff. Now this isn't going to be grass because otters do not let grass grow. I'll tell you what. Let's just get their food Ooh, what sort of otters were these? Was it the small clawed? Asian small clawed, yeah. Right, so these guys have the big food trays, so let's get a food tray sorted. I feel like people would like to watch them eat, so let's get it over in the corner here. I'm going to give them a water pipe as well, just so it looks like they've got a nice supply of clean water. Whoops, hang on, I'm pushing all the wrong buttons again. Honestly, my mind just keeps forgetting what to push. Right, no, it's not going to let me do it over there. Let's see if I can do it maybe on the corner here. Yeah, there we go. Lovely stuff. Now, I bet you I cannot get a feeding thing in here. Ah, it is accessible, which means I want to move it because I want it over here if I can, so that people can see them eat. There we go, wonderful, fantastic. Right, let's come back up here. For some reason my keyboard suddenly stopped working. There we go. Ah, look, we have an otter in there. I am going to get some more otters as well, because we've only got 4 at the moment. And, yeah, we definitely want more than that. So we'll definitely get some more in. Right, so a little bit more decoration up on the land here, I guess. Actually, let's just check what other enrichments are there. I'm guessing I can't get one of these floating. No, not quite. That's fine. Oh, we've got a mud bath. I like the idea of them having a mud bath. Oh, that's not going to go anywhere. Oh, that's peculiar. Oh, hang on. Was there a spot there? Look. There. Boom. Okay, good. And then the rest of this I can dot around. Actually, let's get the water ones done because they're not going anywhere. So let's get... Let's get our favourites in. Let's get the submarine and the duck. Because, you know, everyone needs to play with a submarine and a duck, let's be honest. Wow, it's been quite fussy with where I can put that. There we go. Good. Let's just come in here and have a look. Yep, that looks good to me. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Right, let's come back up here. Oh, look at that. They are loving the mud bath. Right, let's just have a look at this terrain and see if I can just do a little bit of pulling around the edge of this or not. I don't know if this is... Hang on. Let's get that intensity up just a little bit. Yeah, it's not going to let me do it around the whole sides, but I could do it around the back. But we're just a bit too close to the water in here. Let's try and... There we go. And then let's paint this. It's going to be soil, let's be honest. This whole thing is going to be soil, so... Yeah, there's not going to be a lot of grass around here. So let's just get rid of the grass. There's no point having it in there. There we go. And we'll do a bit of heavy stuff as well. Lovely. And then the rest of this I can disguise with a few rocks. So let's come in here and find, hopefully, just a few little rocks like this that I can use around the edge. Try and make it look as natural as I can. It's not always easy. I will kind of get them around the back as well, otherwise it doesn't look right. It's all just around one side. Let's just something like that. That looks good. And then I think I'm going to need just a little bit of rocks here just to kind of fill this in. There we go. Obviously get a bit of foliage around that and it will look fantastic. Right. So yeah, so actually I think that's all the rocks I'm going to do, but the rest of this I will just get a whole load of foliage in it. I'm probably going to do something with the fence here, because actually no, because yeah, you can't get right to the fence. So what I'll probably do, I'll do some fencing around here to stop people from actually going right up to the fence. I'll do a little bit of fencing of some sort, because you don't want to be putting your hands in with otters, because they do nip. Brilliant. Okay, there we go. I'm very happy with how that is turning out. So we're getting there with this building. It's a big build. It's it's a lot of episodes, but it's I think it's coming along well. And yeah, I'm intrigued to see how it goes when I start doing the outside. We'll find out in a few episodes, I guess. But for now, let's leave it there. So thank you so much for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed the episode. Please do hit the like button if you want to support the channel. And if you've got anything you want to say, just leave a comment down below. And until the next episode then, do take care, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.